Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Wide, 80. Let's go. Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Bring it. Mike 3. Mike 3. Alpha. Coming for you. You mine. Mike 3.
On play action, it's Brady.
Hey, let's get them home.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Mike 3.
A first carry for Rachaad White, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Buccaneers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Mike 3. Mike Sugar.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From midfield, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And some room to roam now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
White. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. 65.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check three. Check safety.
Yellow.
Now receiver in motion left.
Ready.
One more time with Patterson.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let him know. Out.
They'll try to run with Patterson.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
Give me that ball, defense.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sliding out of the pocket.
This one taken in by Otten. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, let's get off the field.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. Steps away. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Alabama, 380. Situation, let's go.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Patterson again. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey, go Fury.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On the set.
Hey, we got tight left. 3 down. Watch 14. Watch 14.
6. Mega. 6.
They're going to try and throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now Brady on the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Fournette once more on second down. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Wait 20. Mike 3. Man, that's trash. Mike 3.
Brady going to go on fourth down.
Complete right side to Otten.
But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. First down, a run with Cohen. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Down. Black 40.
Mike's 5-4. 1, 2, 3. He's coming.
Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Zoom black.
I got him.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo now for the point after.
And it is now 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And some room to work. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Wait, that 380! Combo. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
The final shot before half for Brady. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Drill green.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, watch Sam.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
We own them.
Looking to throw.
Hey, man.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Exit. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 57.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Watch the safety creep. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. And the Falcon first down. Kill.
Trouble, 38.
Hey, turn it up.
Blaster, 6. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Go now.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Mike's by 4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. No. Off.
52 blaster.
Shift.
Stand. Hut.
Running left, here's Patterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Switch it. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Showing eight.
Running the counter, Patterson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Switch.
Strikers, 3.
Mike, 45. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go. Hey, let's get this. He's checking. Crash.
Now a play fake. Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Under pressure, they got him again. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much, but at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's Miller, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Wait, 20! Combo! Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that battle.
On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 40, past the 20, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 42-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Arnold Ebiketie, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Set, ready. Red, 38.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies
ready.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And complete to Drake London.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mike 54. Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
3 down.
They'll set up a throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Michael Pruitt.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Sponge. No. Check 99. Check 99.
Check 37.
Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Yellow, 22.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Slice, 97. Red, cycle. Set, cut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides.